All right, here's my second take at this. I finished the video, and then right at the very end, a notification went off and ruined it. Anyway, so just a little bit background on that. I want to go over my introduction activity for an online community. Again, I'm kind of going for like the blended learning model where they're doing some on their own online, but it's also a little face-to-face. And it'll fit in my community because I've done similar things with my third graders. We definitely, have access to the Chromebooks one-on-one, which also includes camera. From my experience, also students pick up these skills very easily. For the most part, I only really have to show them once how to change the font or put in a picture. So that's really great. So I can just introduce this activity and kind of let them go. So basically, I have them completing a fake Facebook page and then a page where they can just add pictures of things I like. That is something I've experienced. Third graders love to just put in a ton of pictures. Anyways, here's the fake Facebook page. I'm going to zoom in. You can add a picture, you can insert where you use your snapshot where it can take it right from the camera. You use the text box feature to answer the questions, the shape feature to circle some things. Again, inserting image would work to add pictures. I also like, I guess they got rid of the research option and they just have it as explore now. So you can explore, put in something, click over to images, and if my understanding's correct, if it like research, these should be the public images as well. I know it is when you do the insert image and search. So then they would just drag it over. There's also a few questions in here that would let me learn about them as students, but it also gets them to express themselves, their personalities, and the different things that they like. So kind of the best of both worlds. And this is the last page, just an open page where they can again do the tools and explore, because when you do bring over the picture from explore, the link right there is added right there to, accountability for resources. The last page gets them to be collaborative with each other and learn about each other. Definitely one thing I try to do with my students is to show them how we are all the same and all and different. We have our third unit for the third quarter is all about culture, so I love this time. It's actually what we're in right now. We just get to talk about how we're different and how it's okay to be different, and there are similarities even with people that have a lot of differences. So I kind of just took that mentality in mind when I have this respond to classmates page. Basically find and comment on 5 classmates that share a similar interest or two. Like, oh, hey, cool, I like that too. Oh, I like those shoes in blue. I have a group of boys that love to look at sneakers. And then on the flip side, find and comment on 5 classmates that like something different than you, then ask them a question to learn about their difference. So obviously I would have some models up there. It's kind of hard to do when I'm just having my one example, but I would show some framing to help them through that. Like, oh, that's cool. I never thought of, liking to travel to Germany. Like, what makes you want to go to Germany? I don't know, something like that. Oh, I didn't talk about the platform. So they have the one-to-one Chromebooks. I did mention that with the pictures. My county also is a Google for Education county, Google Apps for Education county. And so all students grades 3 to 12 have access to a Google email account. So that makes it very easy for them to get on the Google Chromebooks. And therefore, with the Google apps and all that, I do use Google Classroom. So I would be putting this in Google Classroom where it would get shared out and each student would make their individual copy. And I would just make sure the settings, the students can see each other's work. And then they can make their comments within the comments that are there in Google Classroom. And that is my plan for my introduction activity.